I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, this is really, really funny. And I've been watching it happening for, a few hours and over the course of the past few days. But USTC is seriously making an effort to move somewhere. Why is it doing this? Likely because there's sniffs of a repeg, like I said in my previous video. But what I find the most funniest about this is yes, we may not be able to hold a peg, but who says we can't go above $1? And it's really funny to think to ourselves, this thing could just fly off of meme power. And we've all seen what the power of memes can do. Everybody's witnessed it, and people have become made millionaires from memes. In fact, when I was on the river this summer just passed, at the beginning, I saw a guy with a Shiba Inu flag, and I asked him, I said, why have you got the flag? And he said, well, I invested like 50, 60 pounds back in 2021. And he said, I went and checked on it because it was all over the news. And here I am now with the flag on the back of my boat. So we all know what the power of memes can do. So what I'm saying to you guys is tread carefully and just know that it could get repegged from just sheer meme power. And I think it's quite funny that the fact that there's a sniff of a repeg and people are already like, gotta get me some USTC, got to get me some USTC. And then the law of attraction states it's going green, then your mind's telling you to buy it. So this is just absolute, no one can explain this really down to a T other than that. It's likely the fact there's a sniff of a repeg. And it is really funny, like I keep saying, in my opinion, that USTC is just doing this and nobody's batting an eyelid. And the thing is, right, if this thing flies back up to $1, okay, it makes it even more easier to repeg it, okay? And it would have already repegged, but it would make it easier to maintain the peg. It would make this whole journey a million times easier than what we're going to have to traverse through. And I just think it's really funny, especially with the supply distribution out there. For me, it's nothing more than just funny at the moment because there's so many obstacles and hurdles to get across and people are already jumping the gun. So very interesting to see that. Now, you may have seen a tweet from, let me get this right, CoinMerge. And the tweet is pretty much saying that Ventiswap are going to be doing some kind of burn down to the volume of Ventiswap, the coin itself. So it's kind of like a marketing stunt, but at the same time, we can't just sit there and go, everybody's a bad apple because, if these guys want to burn, let them burn. They seem legit. The tweet's legit. And Ventiswap is legit. And it just seems to me, it's a marketing stunt. And pure and simple, they want in on the action. And this is good for us. Why is this bad if, they're burning coins? At the end of the day, I'm at a point now where it's like, if they're legit, it's not a scam, and they're doing it off their own backs. The more the merrier, in my opinion. And we can't just turn things like this away because it seems weird. But I've looked into it. It seems totally legit, like I've been saying. And yeah, really good to see more people wanting to get in on the action, so to speak. So now let's go over to the crypto bubbles. Let's give it a refresh to see what's going on. And as you can see, it's just really a sea of red, and USTC is not showing up on here, which is funny. But there's no reason for USTC to be running other than the sheer FOMO that's driving it right now. And then going over to you today, it's pretty much just your bog standard day in crypto. Nothing interesting happening apart from USTC being absolutely weird, as it can be on a day like today. Because, like I said, there's so many more hurdles to jump, traverse, and everything like that. We're not seeing any huge buys over at the Binance wallet. They hold at least 20% of the circulating supply. So it's all rather interesting. And if it does go up to $1, it just makes everything like crazier things have happened. I keep saying this to people, like when they're like, could this happen? And it's just like, well, crazier things really have happened here in this space. So 16 days, 29 minutes until we launch our node, and just super stoked, super excited. Going to be doing a video on Exodus and pretty much going through everything, getting you up to date, bringing you up to scratch, and really explaining exactly what this metaverse is going to be all about. And there is a lot to explain to you guys exactly about, you know, all the cool little things they're going to be implementing. And, you know, I'm even going to be able to have my cat running around with me in the metaverse, which I think is absolutely awesome, that they can go that extra mile to do stuff like that. And from what I know and from what I have read and things like this, I know that you're pretty much going to be able to make yourself look exactly like you in the game, and it's kind of a point that they're pushing on because they want it to be as immersive as possible. And then as to the running kind of spec requirements for this game, it shouldn't be too much of a heavy tolerance because Unreal Engine's really well built, and if the game and metaverse itself is well optimized, shouldn't have too much of an issue. It then comes down to how well your components inside your computer create a bottleneck or not. If you're a gamer, you'll totally understand what I'm going on about. If you don't understand what bottlenecking is, it's like having a pipe that you want a lot of flow to pass through, but you make a really bottlenecked section of it to slow it down and then force it out into high pressure. And you know, it's not the nice clean straight flow that you need. You get throttling and screen tearing and all sorts of stuff like that. But lots to come from the Exodus metaverse. I'm so excited for this one. I'm excited for the land sales that are coming up, the fact you're going to be able to buy them with Lunar Classic this time round, and just everything. The Discord's open now, and like I said, we're going to be doing pretty much a whole video dedicated to them, going over everything from top to bottom. The website is live, everything else is live, the Discord's live, they have opened it up for chats now, and just, you know, enjoy these little things like this, because metaverses in themselves are very new. We've never seen a metaverse like this. It's as simple as that. I wouldn't even, you know, giving it a wink in if it was a blocky metaverse, but it's just a simple fact that this is not your standard metaverse. This really does push the boundaries of what a metaverse is and can be. I'm very excited for this one, as I know a lot of you are. And stay safe out there, okay, folks? I'm not a financial advisor. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me, or the Happy Catty Crypto channel. And I'll catch you in the next one.